to get started. So you guys, I'm really excited about this. For those of you that don't know Aaron, Aaron has been with Money forever, true OG. And, he's legacy founder, merging, Cadillac driver, all those things, 2 MDC earner. He's our up line, above Serena and Jennifer, and he's just amazing. And him and his wife Roxy, who we lost a few years ago, this have always been there for us. And especially if you're new, he's probably new to you, but he's incredible, and he's taken his business now the last couple years, and he's so good. And he's done this training called the 70s list that is really good for when we're talking income producing activities. I think a lot of us struggle with, like, what do we do? And Aaron has simplified it. And I think we're all going to really benefit from this tonight. So Aaron, buddy, take it away.
Okay. Thanks so much, Amanda. And, there are a lot of things that are privileges for anybody in this business. And the reason why I work this business is really after Roxy passed away. There was nothing better in my life than helping as many people as we can. So I never balk at a request by anybody to jump on a 3-way, do some training, share with you guys for sure. I know Roxy loved this team, and I was fortunate enough to be able to put Amanda's jacket on her. So I was really excited about that.
No, Trina, you did Trina.
Oh, it was Trina. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you were before. Yeah.
I was Tony and Jay.
Okay, but I got to see you get it on.
Oh yeah, you were there. Yeah.
But anyways, sorry, Amanda. For some reason that stuck that I did that too. So it doesn't take away from Trina's for sure.
No.
But those are the things that really make a difference. This team, is fantastic, and I'd love to see a few more videos on. I'm looking at the gallery view right now, and I want to ask you guys all a question, and I want to see some faces for the response. Okay. And one of the things I wanted to ask you is who is going to be that Cadillac driver or director if only they had somebody to run with them? Who needs someone to run with them? They say all the time, oh my God, I just can't get somebody to run with me. How do I get somebody to run with me? And it's so frustrating, and everybody asks the same question. And I'm going to give you the exact simplest answer you can have to how do I get somebody to run with you? Okay. And this training is really fundamentally all about that. It's for you. It's for you to talk to your team members about. And I like to start out the same way. It's all the time, right? But fundamentally, this is about how to work your business every single day. Show up, and what are you going to do today for your business? But the first couple things I want to get clear is you always have to start with, where is your goal? What is your dream? My dream is fed right from Roxy. It's right in her Post-it note. How do I make the most impact on other people's lives? How do I want to be remembered? And that's really the fundamental why, to help my family's legacy and help as many people as I can. And that's what Roxy lived for. That's really what she spent her time doing. She went deep in her organization, would talk and work with anybody just because that's who she was. And that's what we got value out of. It's what I thrive on, is helping other people be successful. So I got to know my goal. And when I talk to my team, I ask them their goals. And then the next question I ask my team members and myself, for instance, what is your commitment? So make sure you got the right goal and why. It's got to be big. And if you haven't decided yet, you need to decide that your goal is more important than being tired. Be a little more tired. Your goal is more important than Netflix. Turn it off, be entertained by your goal and your why and your dream. Okay, make the decision that this is the most important thing. You have a dream in your life, a beautiful life you want to achieve. You want to run for it as fast as possible. And we're going to come back to this, but fundamentally, the people who are looking for runners, you got to be the one running. You got to be the one setting the pace. You want a runner? Run. You need to be running. You need to be showing up every day. Your team will respond and you will attract like-minded people when you are active and running. If you opened a brick and mortar store today and tomorrow you decided to lay in bed, didn't go to the store, didn't unlock it, didn't open it for business, do you think you'd make any money that day? That is exactly what you're doing when you start a Monate business. You've got to open the door every day. You've got to let the customers in, let them shop around and browse and answer their questions. And you know what? If they came into your store in the real world, you're probably going to walk up to them and say, "Can I ring that up for you today?" You would share the opportunity to make a sale with them. It's what you would do if you owned a brick and mortar store. And this need for a runner comes down to you running. Period. End of sentence. Let your team watch you run fast. Give them an update. Oh my gosh, we're doing this. I'm doing this today. Show them what you're doing. Don't tell them you're killing yourself. Tell them you're getting stuff done. Okay? And that's what I want for you. So the goal, the commitment, the decision is all the start of your business. Open your store for business every single day. Now, I say every single day, like everybody on here doesn't, maybe you have a 12-hour shift and you've decided my goal is here, my goal is this, and someday maybe it'll be bigger, but right now it's this, and these are the hours I'm going to spend. What I want you to do, the very second thing you figure your goal out, you've decided, I want you to write down your commitment to your goal and your why. And when I say commitment, what I mean by that is actually your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday schedule. When are you going to open the doors to your store? I want you to have a plan for every day of the week. Okay, and I want you to write it down, and that's your commitment to your goal. If you've written down, I want to be a director I want to walk across the stage in Monations, and you wrote down, I'm going to work 15 minutes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're probably not going to hit director. You need to be realistic. I'm going to tell you, every single person, I don't care what kind of job you've got, I don't care how many kids you got, you guys can find an hour and a half. You want to be a Cadillac driver? It's going to take 2 hours a day. Find it, write it down, make yourself a schedule, and open your business every single day. Okay? That's fundamentally what you want to do. And what I like to do with my market partners is at the start of a month, I'll talk about their goal and their why. I'll talk about their commitment to their goal and their why. And the entire rest of the month, you know what my job is with my market partners? It's to inspire them to be successful at their dream. It is not to work it for them. It is not to beat on them. You got your own business to run. If you got 2 hours a day to work and you want to be a director, you want that Cadillac, you better be putting it in on your business and then taking 15 minutes and seeing what your team is doing and inspiring them to meet their goals. Inspire them with a little love via a comment or like or a message. It's all okay. Don't get sucked into their day because you got your day to protect. And I want you to protect your day. Okay. Okay. So You got that. You got a commitment. You know what you're going to work. You sit down, you say, all right, it's time to work. What the hell do you do? Okay. What do you do? And this is fundamentally where everybody, and I know Amanda, I'm sure, has this, and I know Trina has one, and there's a few good directors in between. You can go on up the list of people that have these steps that you do every day. They're called income producing activities. And your income producing activities are what you need to do every day. And I'm going to talk about the one in Rockstars. By the way, you guys are all on my team. You guys are all welcome to be in Rockstar Mentors. Amanda can lead you to that group if you don't know where it's at. I'm going to refer to something in Rockstars right now. If you go to Rockstars, click on files, search the letters DMO. It means daily method of operation. Inside there, Roxy put together the necessary tools and training for you to be a director. You want to be a director, do this DMO every day. There was something missing from this training, and that's where this 70s list comes in. But fundamentally, it all revolves around the income producing activities listed in Roxy's DMO, or substitute Amanda's or Trina's or your favorite DMO, provided it's income producing activities on your business. Okay, and I want to be crystal clear about that, because when Roxy passed away, I had never really had the confidence to do everything that you need to do in this business. And after everything was said and done, I said, okay, here's the first day I'm going to sit down and really work on the business. And I sat down and I said, I know how to do this. And I started working, right? And I attended a Super Saturday, and I attended this one's training, and I got on a 3-way call with this person, and I did this and I did that. And the next thing you know, I started at 6 a.m. and I worked all the way till like 8 to 9 p.m. I'm exhausted. And I finished my day and I go, wow, I can't believe how hard I worked today. And I said to myself, because I recognized it, I said, I don't think I did a single thing today. Because the reality is I worked really hard, but I didn't do a single thing for my business. Not one thing. 4 hours of training is not worth my time. 4 hours of training spread over the next 2 months, fine. 15 minutes here, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes here, great. Okay, but did I show up for my business? The next day, I said, I got to find an answer to this. Right there on Roxy's desk, under her computer, was printed out the daily method of operations that she created. And she had a checklist on her desk. And it's part of the DMO that I just described. And I'll walk you through what is in the DMO. It describes a plan that says 3-5-5-3, 3-5-5-5-3. Okay, so it's 3-5-5-5-3. Okay, and what it's trying to say is you need to do 3 pieces of content every single day. And inside that training, it talks about the content you're supposed to be doing. I got a little cheat sheet here that I wrote. The content should be inspirational, educational, and entertaining. That's in a nutshell. But the training she has in there, and she's got a great video that I kept in guides that she put together that goes through the DMOs, or she just wrote it all out there. You can just go through the training that's listed in the DMOs. All right, first thing, every day you need 3 pieces of content. I got to tell you something about content, okay? And this is something that I learned, and it became pretty apparent to me about why we do everything we do. That person that's Insta famous, 100,000 followers, they wiggle their hair and people buy their shampoo. How many of you are that? Everybody here on the call, right? You do that and people buy your shampoo? No, okay? That means you got to find another way. The reality is the Insta famous people and the posts you do all, and the steps that I'm going to talk about, all lead you up to the same result. It's about attracting somebody, them getting to know you and like you and trust you. because that's who people buy from. Now, if you're Insta famous, they skip some of that and they just trust you and love you and buy from you, right? With that. Otherwise, you got to work at it. And the steps I'm talking about allow you to build a relationship with people. Okay, so the steps in the DMO are 3 pieces of content. The next thing is add 5 contacts a day. 5 people that you plan to love on and eventually connect and try to sell Monet, get them to join the business. 5 people. How do you find 5 people? Okay, I go outside, and if I'm standing at the register in my doctor's office and I see some lady with the necklace that says Boss Babe on it, I found my in. I can bring up the conversation. I just go, Boss Babe, I want to find a 2-second conversation that turns to a 10-second conversation, that turns to a 30-second or a minute conversation, and maybe they're my next best friend. Every single person you pass by has the opportunity, and maybe they need it. Maybe they just got out of their car and said, please, someone show me a sign. I don't know how to feed my kids tonight. They might have just done that. You don't know how many people needed something like this or need something like this. You go to the top of the comp plan, $10 million club earner, Ann Fisher, you name it, started from bad news at their last rope. They needed something, and you don't know who needs something when you're walking past them. And you know why you're reaching out? Because you care enough about them. You don't want to make 15 bucks off of somebody. You care what you're doing. You want to change people's lives. That's the business we're in. Okay, so that's what you're going to do is you're going to find 5 people, and it could be in the real world. It could be as simple as Instagram or Facebook. I'll say Facebook a lot because that's me, right? I know I don't do Instagram well, okay? Sorry. This is not going to be an Instagram training, but find a way to add people on your Facebook and Instagram, or go to your friends list of the thousands of people that you had friended already. Is there somebody on that list that you didn't really connect with enough? Take them and say, I'm going to add them on my special list today. Okay. And typically what Roxy would do, she'd friend them on social media and, connect with them that way. And maybe we would go into Facebook groups that we like. If you like dogs, certain kind of dog breed, or you're an Army wife and you want to talk to like-minded people, you go into one of these groups, and you can go into 100 of those groups, and you listen and add value to people in the group by commenting and liking and stalking, okay, in a loving way, finding that person that looks like your next best friend. And you're going to comment and like on them, and you're going to find them. You're going to try to be friends with them in a not crazy, stalky way, authentic way. You're going to engage with them on the reason why you connect with them, right? You build on the dog relationship you have. You build on the relationship and the value you're adding in the group. Okay, so you can go into groups. You can search for hair loss ads in Google. What happens if you search for hair loss ads? What happens in about 20 minutes? You are going to get, on your social media, you're going to get ads for hair loss products. And on those products, you're going to get little hearts and comments and names of people who like that stuff. And you could go through that and say, who looks like somebody that I could be a friend with? Okay, so when you don't know where to go, there's so many places to add 5 people. Okay, so every day add 5 people. All right, the next thing on the DMO is invite. Okay, so we're going to invite 5 people to an event. And I'm going to tell you right now, I set up a weekly event and I try to get the most amazing speakers I can to this event. This week we just had Julie Stevens. This week we have our chairman winner, Melissa Engdahl. I don't know if you know her, but that's what's coming up on Tuesday. You can figure out where to invite somebody to, or you can just invite them to the event we've got and just use it. We're doing it so that you don't have to do the heavy lifting. You just have to invite people and then follow up with them afterwards. That's the great thing is anytime somebody tells me, somebody said, oh, I really want to learn how to do these crazy banners you guys put together or this. And I said, you know what? Do yourself a favor. Just steal it from someone else who is good at it. Because what do you want to do? You want to work on your income producing activities. You don't want to be the world's best event hoster. You don't want to be the world's best banner maker. If it's a passion for you and you got that skill, more power to you. But otherwise, steal it from somebody who does it already. Don't take your precious time that you have for income producing activities and blow it. I want you to look at that time you've got that you've written down in your commitment, and that needs to go towards your business being successful, walking across that stage in September. Okay, so inviting people. Follow up. If you invited people, you follow up. If you send them samples, you're going to follow up. If you messaged them before and they told you no, sometime you're going to follow up. Okay, so you're going to follow up with 5 people a day. And then now we're down to 3. What are we going to do with the last 3 people? We are going to do what every single thing in the business has led up to. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not doing this, you are not working your business at all today. Okay. And I asked people a while ago, and this is the 3, the DMOs say, share the opportunity with 3 people a day. And when I say share, that means I get a yes or no answer from 3 different people every single day. And I asked people, I said, are you doing the 70s? And so you're doing the DMO? And they go, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm doing it. And I go, okay, great. How are you doing at inviting people? They're like, oh yeah, no, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And I said, really? Did you sharing with people, did you get 90 yes or no's in the month of December? Did anybody here get 90 yes or no's in the month of December? Right. You know those Instagram people who like wiggle their hair? They have to share. Their activity of wiggling their hair is the same thing as all the DMO. It's building a relationship with people, leading up to getting a yes or no answer. That is what you are in the business for, yes or no. And it's okay if it's going to be a no. It's going to be no more often than it's a yes. I'm going to just tell you that if you didn't realize that. Out of 100 people, you're going to find 20 people probably you can make into customers. You're going to find 2 that are going to work hard with you. Out of 100, it's a numbers game. Okay. And then other than that, it's personal development. But like I said, if you've got 2 hours a day and you got dreams of getting a Cadillac or walking across that stage as a new director, you got to protect those 2 hours. You got 15 minutes at the end of that time. You can do this 70s list in about 2 hours when you get good at it. And I'll explain what I'm talking about in a minute. However, you do need to do some personal development. So what I'd recommend, you've got a great leader in Amanda here, a great upline in Trina. You can use rock stars. I will let you know what's going on. They will let you know what's going on in Monate. They're going to throw the training ideas that they think are what you need for your business today. Don't get lost in training. If you got 15 minutes to spend, spread the training out. Make decisions. I'm not going to attend this Super Saturday. I want to listen. I really want to listen. But I've got to spend my 2 hours on working my business. It's so easy to join the Monate training call and the Aaron's training call and Amanda's training call and Trina's training call, right? And then you have no time left for your business and you wonder how come you're stuck and you're not growing. Okay. So I want personal development in there because it's really super important. Okay. And then lastly, I told you, inspire your team. In the last 15 minutes, personal development and inspire your team. If you got more time, great. If you got these 2 hours, then just try to use that. Okay. Now, I didn't tell you anything new yet, right? What happened with Roxy's business is she followed these things, and I followed these things every single day. Add 5 people, 5 more friends on my friends list, connect with people, comment and like with people, et cetera, right? And what ends up happening with that? Well, in the algorithm world of Facebook and Instagram, I add 5 people today. Tomorrow, Facebook or Instagram is going to show me a couple of them. By day 3, they're invisible to me. I never see them again. So unless you're this person with super mad tracking skills and whatnot, it's kind of getting a little bit hard to keep connected with all these people, or you have this brilliant memory, whatever. What I work through is there's a very simple way to defeat the algorithms. Okay, and that's where the 70s list comes in. So today, when I add 5 people, I take 5 people and I write their name down. By the way, I invented a technology. It's called pencil and paper. Don't spend hours figuring out some fancy freaking tool to write 5 names on a piece of paper. Okay? If somebody hands you an awesome tool that you're going to spend an hour of your time to learn, start by writing 5 names down on a piece of paper, okay? I think you can handle the piece of paper and a pencil, okay? And so do not distract yourself. It is so easy to distract yourself, okay? Keep it simple. That's what this is about. 5 people that you add today go on the top of your list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? That's all you're doing with those people today. That's it. Tomorrow, you're going to go back to your DMO. What do I got to do? I got to add 5 people. I'm going to put 5 more names on my list. Now there's 10 names on my list. The people that were on yesterday, I'm going to take those 5 names and I'm going to put their name into the search bar of Instagram and Facebook and find out what the heck they did today. And then I'm going to comment and like and love on those people. I'm going to do all my DMO activities against that. I'm going to invite, I'm going to love on those people. When you're adding people, you are clamming them. Comment, like, add, message. You're going to build a relationship with these people. Now, when you first add somebody onto your list, you got 10 names on day 2. The first 5, you go down and you really don't know these people. So you're probably not in private message chats with them unless you engaged on their story. You really don't know them. You want to build a relationship. Comment and like authentically about why you added them in the first place. Not about Monate. This has nothing to do with Monate. It's about building a deep relationship and a friendship. And what happens when you start to comment and like on their stuff is they start to see your stuff. So those 3 posts a day you're doing, they'll see some of those things. Okay. And I'm going to keep this conversation simple for now. I'll come back to a couple of points that some people will probably recognize before we're through that are holes in the philosophy here. All right. 5 names. You got 10 names on day 2. Okay. I'm going to write, again, super simple technology, check mark next to the first 5 names that said I did them today. So now I got 10 names on a list, 5 of which have check marks next to it. Day 3 rolls around. Add 5 names to the list. Now I got 15 names on a list. I'm going to go for the first 10 on there, not the new ones again. I save those for the next day. Adding them is kind of how you're connected with them today, right? So tomorrow, you'll comment and like, and you'll clam them. Comment and like, build a relationship authentically about why you connected with them. And so you're going to do this every day by defeating the algorithm and putting their name in the search bar and finding out what they did. Stalk them. What did they comment on? Did they post something? Do they have a story? and try to authentically connect with them. Okay? You're going to do this for the next 14 days. You are going to have a list that has, at the end of 14 days, on the 14th day, we'll say, before you add 5 names, you'll have 70 names on a list. It's 5 times 14, right? Something like that. I hope I did the math right because I've been saying it for a long time. But you basically have 70 names on a list. And what I want you to do at the end of 14 days, some of those names that have been on the list since 14 days ago, you're going to have 13 check marks against. And when you're commenting and liking, you're going to be building a deeper relationship. So you start by just commenting and liking on posts. And about day 7, they see you and you've built kind of a friendship. Maybe you find a way to ask them a question that goes into Messenger. And now you're authentically sharing messages back and forth with them about what you're connected from. Someday Monate will come up. Okay. You don't have to push it. Build that relationship and the friendship. Okay. Moving further along, you're close to day 14. Now, most of you, 14 days is enough to build a relationship. Some of you will build it in like 3 days. Some of you will be superstars. For me, it takes me longer. Okay. Sometimes I have to put people back onto the 70s list. And so at the end of the 14th, on the 14th day, before you add 5 new names to the list, I want you to go back to the oldest 5 names on the list, and you're going to make a decision about those 5 names. You are going to decide, is this person crazy, batshit crazy, racist, whatever they are? Block them. Don't worry about them. Who cares? It's kind of fun. You get rid of them forever. You might have made it before day 14, by the way. You're going to block them. Okay. But you're going to make a decision about the guys who've been on the list longer because you want to keep the list down to 70. So you're going to get rid of the top 5. You're going to make a decision that you're going to block this person. You're going to make a decision that says, you know, my relationship's kind of meh with them, or they don't seem like the kind of person that's going to really be connecting with me. But they're not crazy. I'm going to unfollow them. So you don't see their posts regularly. But what will happen is maybe in 3 years, they'll see enough of your stuff. They'll ask you, by keeping them friends, but just unfollowing them, they see your stuff by the algorithm eventually. The third category are those people that you love. They're your next best friend.
Yeah.
You want to go for that. I want you to make a decision about those 5 people, and the ones you decide I want to share the opportunity with, I want you to, within 24 hours of making that decision, I want you to get into a call with them. Whether it's a 3-way with your upline or not, I don't want you to just text chat the opportunity. You're text chatting or audio chatting with them to try to get them on a phone call or a video call to share the opportunity and get a yes or no answer. And that's within 24 hours, because tomorrow there's 5 new people you're going to be deciding on. So every day there's a chance for those 5 people to be somebody you share with. Okay, so you go through the list, and then what happens at the end after you've made the decision about the 5 people, you're going to share with these people, you're going to add 5 more to the list and keep going. You will always have 70 people on your list. You're authentically building a relationship with 70 people every 14 days. In a month, that's 140 people that you've authentically connected with and built a relationship with. How many of you have had anywhere contact and numbers close to that, where you believe you've authentically connected with 10 people in a month and built a relationship, right? This is as simple as it gets, and you just have to keep up with it, guys. And if you want to change your business, you want to change your life, this is the way to do it. You can do this 70 people in about 2 hours. So I'm telling everybody who's got a commitment that says I can spend 2 hours a day, you could get through your 70s list. I'm going to give you the cheat to the out that says, if I'm 30 minutes a day, maybe you go to a five people, a 15-person list. You add 2 people a day. You add 1 person a day. I want you to scale it down if you have to. But your goal is grow your Monate business to replace that day job so that you can get to walk across that stage, to make life-changing money, to get all the dreams that you want. Step into it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Les universités sont fermées, puis tout demain, gouvernement.
Somebody can help with the mute. That'd be great. Okay, so now there's a couple of things that I didn't talk about. Right? The first thing is when you look people up in your 70s list, there's going to be people who didn't do anything. What do you do with that? How do you connect with somebody who does nothing on social media today? It's pretty simple, right? You know, everybody's seen an engagement post, right? Sometimes it's a post where it says, hey, we all went to the party. This one ate too much. This one got drunk. This one got arrested. And the social media platform fills in the names of the 25 people that you are most frequently connecting with, right? That's a classic engagement post. People send that out. I want you to do an engagement post for the people on your 70s list that did nothing. I want you to delete the names of the friends that it added and tag the people that you're trying to build a relationship with. Nobody hates getting tagged on a funny post or an engagement post. They'll still notice it. So that's how you deal with every day. How do I connect with somebody? You got 3 posts you got to do. Save your engagement post for after you work your 70 list, and then do your engagement post, and you're able to reach everybody. Okay, there's something I wanted to talk about that is kind of a cool trick that I talked about, unfollowing people at the end, right? Your Facebook or Instagram is slowly growing people and you've unfollowed them so you don't see them all the time. Well, there's something that you can do so that you can automatically remember without a tool. All I introduced so far is pencil and paper, right? And every day you're going to just turn the page and add 5 more when you fill up the page. Without pencil or paper, how do I reach the people that are already on my social media? It's pretty simple. Once a month or something like that, you'll see from in Rockstars, I'll suggest you do it, and I'm sure Trina does the same. It's birthday report time. You can run birthday reports to see who's having birthdays coming up. I don't like to respond to people's birthdays on their birthday. I want to see who's coming up. So every day you could do this, or once a week you could do this, and you can see who's got a birthday coming up and decide. You have to add 5 people a day. Decide, do I want to put this person back on my 70s list? Maybe I'll love on this person some more. Maybe I'll just message them, or maybe I'll invite that person to the next opportunity call. What's the worst thing that can happen? They say no. They blow you off. They ignore you. They've seen your post randomly. Every single person on your friends list has a birthday in a year, and you have the opportunity, if you look once a week, to connect with them in a meaningful way again. You can go deep on the 70s list with them, or you can just make a simple invite. And the way we invite is pretty simple. Hey, do you want to be part of a giveaway we're doing on Tuesday? And if they say yes, you give them a little more info. If they ghost you or say no, you say, all right, I'll check you next time. The other thing you do when somebody says no, after you've gone through this 14 days and you've got a yes or no answer and they said no, we all know that's a no is typically a not right now. And you need to control the final dialogue of the message. You're going to have a text chat with them afterwards in your favorite messenger app or whatever app you use to chat with. and you're going to put in there something that reminds you to follow up with them. Like the word follow up. Hey, it was super great talking to you. Maybe next payday, I'll connect with you again, or I'll follow up with you. I can search the word payday. I can search the word follow up in my Messenger app. And if I search that and I find that name and I go, I haven't followed up with that person in 4 weeks. And it says payday, they must have got paid again. Let me reach out to them, invite them, say, how's it going? Put them on my 70 list and just, do it again. Don't invent tools. You can go through your entire social media all the time with birthdays and searching for when that flash sale comes up. Maybe your note was, well, I'll let you know when the next country comes out. I'll let you know when the next flash sale comes out. I'll let you know when there's a sale on skincare. So Friday morning comes out, you go, this is skincare? Search my Messenger for all those people who wanted skincare. Or all those people I said I'll follow up with. And you got an instant way to connect with everybody. And that is fundamentally what the 70s list is about, guys. It's about working your business every day. Starts with a goal, starts with a commitment, and then starts with you guys working your business every single day. And that's it.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Aaron. I think we have some questions. So Melanie was wondering, like, what types of posts? So you say post 3 times daily. Would you say, like, I know a lot of us are consistent in our stories and probably do more than 3 posts daily in our stories, but what types of posts generally do you find work the best?
This is not going to be a social media. I'm not the social media expert, so I'm not about to steer you wrong. I know in Roxy's DMOs, it talks about that. I know we're doing some real training and some social media training coming up in Rockstars. And I think there are much better people to talk to that. Fundamentally, though, I like to inspire people. I don't like to share about Monate. I like to make them question, oh, what is that? You know what I mean? You don't give them too much. You want to be able to get that dialogue started. And I want to entertain them. So find a way to entertain them with an engagement post or maybe something that you've invented yourself. You know what I mean? So I said educate, entertain, and inspire. And those are the kind of posts I do. But there's so much better social media training than I would be able to give you guys. Sorry. I'm not the
You're
expert.
right, though. That's really all it's about. Like, whatever those 3 posts are, I think the most important thing I tell people, especially, newbies, they come and they're nervous, right? They're nervous to put their face out there. If you're not willing to get uncomfortable, it's going to be very difficult to connect with people because, like you said, it's about like, knowing, and trusting. And if you just post a picture of a sale, but then don't go on and show your face and talk about the sale and show value, they're just going to think it's a salesy post, and everybody hates those, and they just are going to ignore it.
I will tell you my secret belief is that you can work this through social media. Roxy built her whole business based on social media and messaging. You don't have to be the world's best social media person. In fact, if I look at this list of people that probably create content every day like crazy, would I be wrong in saying that most of you don't have more than a couple thousand followers? Anybody got 20,000?
I don't think so.
Right. I think you guys are putting a lot of work in, and I'm not here to change you guys about your strategy. I think it's a great strategy if you can figure out how to grow your Instagram following. But when I do searches, I find that I found 2 people that had 40,000 and 100,000 followers in Monate. Other than, they're already Insta famous before they got here. And everybody else working their ass off every single day, standing in front of some image for an hour, trying to get that perfect pose, when the reality is they haven't shared with a single person today. So I'm sorry, I don't want to steer you guys wrong. You need to create the content. You need to get people you need to be friends with them. You need to connect with them. Doing the commenting and liking and messaging and building a relationship is how you're going to deepen that relationship, because none of you are Insta famous right now. Maybe you'll be able to get to 15, 20 to 30,000 followers, right? maybe that will happen for you guys. You know, maybe you're just good at that, right? But until you are, you need to do this stuff to connect deep with them. That's how they're going to really connect with you. Okay.
We never had any of this back then when we first started.
What's that?
We never had the reels and all these things back in the day, you know? It was just posting on Facebook and just being real and sharing your before and afters and, you know, doing the
Yeah.
login.
And it really all comes down to, how do I build a relationship with somebody? The reason you're posting and creating that relationship, even if you got 100,000 followers, is you are trying to bring them along the relationship funnel. You're trying to go, you don't know me to, you kind of trust me. And through your stories, they can build that relationship, or through your messaging and engagement and building that relationship the old fashioned way, by talking to people and connecting with people. Okay. So I'm saying this business is for anybody. You don't have to be social media savvy. You can do this by going to the coffee shop. You got to get out of your comfort zone if you're not afraid to talk to people online or in the coffee shop. You got to do it somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's what I want you to do, is I want you to build a relationship however you can. And that's it.
Anybody else have any other questions for Aaron? I think that was the only one I seen that stood out. Aaron, that was so good though. Everyone loves it. So much positive feedback. Can you tell us more about the scheduled opportunity call giveaways that you host? Yes, those are all on Team Rockstar Mentors. You guys just did a big one. Was it just Tuesday past, $500 giveaway? All kinds of Kate Spade and hoodies. And you do those pretty frequently, right?
Oh, that one we've never done like that. I
No,
just
that was a big
invented
one.
that one, and that one pretty good.
Yeah.
But we do it every Tuesday. We do an opportunity call. We just tell stories. We don't go crazy on teaching them about Monat, all the intricate details. We tell them stories, because that one story they connect with is going to make the difference. You know, you don't know who it's going to be. And if you can invite them back again and again, and they get entertained. It's more entertaining than watching whatever net they're going to watch in Real Housewives or Netflix.
Yeah.
I find that it's a great opportunity, but there are so many opportunity calls. You guys pick one and you use it and use it and use it and use it every time. So you just have it copied in your phone. You know what the invite is. You go, boom, it's on this Tuesday, or it's this Sunday, or this Thursday, whoever you use. I'm not asking you to use mine. I'm just asking you something that you use consistently to invite people to. Okay.
Definitely. So everybody knows to look for Team Rockstar Mentors. I wrote it in there. That's Aaron's group. And then you'll see all this information that he shared, and Roxy's DMOs and all that are in the files. And I think that's it. I recorded it anyway, so it'll be on YouTube.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
It's nice
Aaron.
seeing you guys all. Go out there and kill it, man. Make your dream. And anybody, if they ever want to reach out to me, feel free. Don't be shy. You just message me. I usually respond. Okay.
You always respond.
All right.
Take care. Have a good night.
You guys
Bye.
take care. Bye.